Sup nerds, today we have Loogamon versus Numemon. Numemon starts us off by hatching Dimimera, evoing into Fascomon, and playing Garymon for 3, and no effect. Brandon hatches Bowmon, evos into Loogamon, and plays Wisdom, Scorches top 2, and debates here. Brandon is aware that Numemon is a swarm deck, so Death X could be a blowout. So he does add the Death X. And analog use for 2, Scorches top 3. Max value, I would say. Trashes AG and adds the good Lugamon to hand. Alright, so he promotes. Swing on him 1000. Dies. Triggers Fasco to draw 1, trash 1. Trashes Platinum and then triggers Dimimera, draw 1, trash 1. Trashes Shin Monzimon. Swing on him 2k. Survives. Analog Youth triggers. Scourges a Chimera. And evos into Monzi X for 3 to pass turn. So Brandon promotes. Evos into Lugar for 2. So Brandon swings on him, triggers Lugar's effect, trashes to gain 2000 DP, triggers Bowmon, evos into Hell for 3. And then 11k, 1 check. Bang! Blast Evo into a Zulongmon Ace, get Riggedy Wrecked Brandon. Bounces the Helluger back, and then unsuspends the Azulong. Get destroyed. Alright, hatch Demimeramon. I can't wait until we have aces at like every level, and you're forced to play around them. Such a cool mechanic. Alright, swing on him 12k, 1 check, survives. Then plays double Numemon for 3 each to pass turn at 3. Brandon hatches Bowmon, he was into Loogamon. So Brandon is forced to Death X here, otherwise he probably just dies. His math is a little bad here, so that Death X is -9, so it should cost 11, so it should put his opponent to 8 to play it. And his opponent catches it right here, because Brandon like thinks -9 and then pays 9 for the Death X. So it devos everything, then he gains 4 from Ace Overflow. And then pops double Numes. They both trigger, reveal top 3 at a Numemon and a Monzimon in hand. So he adds Numemon X off the first one and triggers the second one. Adds another Numemon X. One of the best cards in the deck. And then his turn at 4. Man, imagine if he had seen a couple Ukamons this game, it would have been over already. So he evos into Shin Monze for 4. So his effect triggers, and there's no level 3 Digimon to put on top of either Probably or Security stack, but it is a blanket effect for the second part. So all of Brandon's level 4 higher Digimon get -3000 DP and -1 security attack until the end of Brandon's turn, so let's keep that in mind. So he swings security and then triggers the other effect, trashes the Garymon, which is also treated as Numemon, to put Death X on bottom of Brandon's security. Then 13, 1 check. Survives. Then plays a Garymon for 3 to pass turn and does not trigger the on play. Alright, so Brandon promotes. Triggers Lugamon's effect, tucks AG from trash, gains memory, pops Wisdom. Evos into Lugar for 0. Evos into Soul for 3, triggers Soul's effect. Plays Lugar back, and then gains 2 memory for his inheritables. Then evos into Hell for 3. Right, evos into Finn for 4, triggers Finn's effect, plays back double Lugamon and Lugarmon. He should gain a memory from his Hell Lugar's inheritable from playing a Digimon. That would trigger before the end of turn happens, so that is our first chat. Then he triggers Hell Lugar's end of turn to delete himself, draw 2. And then add back a Lugamon from trash, no targets. And then trashes Black Gato, Lugar, and Tyranno to blow up the Garymon. Numemon player decides not to trigger the Garymon, which is a bit of a mistake. I think he forgets the analog user there to where Brandon can maintain turn. Triggers double analog youth, pulls turn back. Hatches Bowmon. Yep, Finn is a fair and balanced card. It's still his turn. Evo's into Gabumon. Alright, so Brandon swings security. Triggers Finn's effect, deletes the Shin Monze to unsuspend, triggers Alliance to gain an additional 2k and security attack +1. So right now, there's a blanket effect still from the Shinmonze minus 3k and minus 1 security attack on all of Brandon's level 4 or higher Digimon. So the Finn is 9 and the Lugar is 2, so it's actually 11k for 1 check. So the second check is obviously a Chet. He swings again, triggers Alliance. Yep, 2 more checks. Should not be happening. If actually he had triggered the Garumon's effect on deletion, the Finn wouldn't be checking any security. So Brandon plays Delicate Plan for 1, just to, air quotes, choke the Numemon player to 3. And then end of turn triggers, plays AG out. Alright, plays Garumon for 3, triggers his effect. Trashes Platinum to draw 2. Evos into Numemon X. And then Evo's into Loogamon and Raising. Alright, then he hard plays Monzimon for 7, triggers his effect. Tucks Numemon underneath to gain 2 memory. Alright, Brandon promotes, gains a memory from Gabu and AG. So the Monzimon is a blocker, but once it goes away, there's no defense here. So Brandon mind links with AG. Swing security, attempts to delete the Monzimon to unsuspend, the Monzi armor purges, and then no Alliance 12k 1 check. And then swing for game. So Loogamon does take game 1. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe, really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in the Loogamon deck profile, link will be in the pinned comment below. Alright, so Numemon goes first for game 2, hatches Demimere, and then plays Garumon for 3. No effects. Brandon hatches Balmon, Eva's into Loogamon. Plays AG for 3. Must have another AG in his hand. And then plays Loogamon for 3. Right, Eva's into Yukamon and Raising. Right, Eva's into Monzi X for 3. And plays Fasco for 3. And we have another Chet here. The Monzi X should trigger and minus 4k on the Loogamon, so it should no longer exist on the field. Brandon promotes. Gains memory from AG, triggers Loogamon, tuck an AG from hand to get another memory. Evo's into Lugar for 2. Plays Wisdom for 2, Scourges Stop 2. Adds Lugar. And now Brandon knows from game 1 he can't play into a Zulongmon again, so he has to play around it for the rest of the match. Because obviously he could just swing and then Evo into the Hell on the swing, but if he has another Zulong, it's a blowout again. Alright, has to Evo into Hell for 3. Triggers end of turn, plays out AG, gains memory from Loogamon Inheritable, triggers Hell's end of turn effect, deletes himself, draws 2, adds Loogamon back, trashes Lugar to blow up the Monzi X, and choke him to 1. Alright, so he promotes, triggers Uko, gains memory, hatches. He was in another Uko. Swing on him 2k, dies, triggers Demimera's effect to trash a level 5 or higher to draw 2. Trashes Shin, draws 2. Swing on him 1k, survives. And then plays Gabu for 3 to choke Brandon to 1. Brandon hatches Balmon, he lives in a Loogamon. Swings into the Fasco, triggers Loogamon, trashes Loogamon, pops the Gabu. And then Fasco triggers, draw 1, trash 1. Trashes a Garumon. And then Brandon plays Wisdom, Scourges Top 2, adds Lugar. And Evo's into Lugar for 2 to choke him to 1. Promotes Yuko, gains memory, hatches. Evo's in another Yuko. Swing on him 2k, survives. Plays Louis for 3. Triggers Louis' effect to promotes the Yukomon. Then taps Louis, gains memory, and then Ukamon triggers, gains another memory, and hatches again. Swing on him 2k, dies. Triggers Demimera. Trashes Waru to draw 2. So just a thought here, if the Loogamon from like 2 or 3 turns prior had died correctly from the Monzi X effect, this would have been lethal, because he still would have had 2 swings. I would say that one actually mattered, whereas the missing security checks on game 1 ultimately probably wouldn't have mattered because Brandon's field was so swarmed. I don't think he was coming back from that, regardless of when he actually checked security. Just would have prolonged the game by like a turn. So Numemon plays a Zulong ace for 7, bounces the Lugar back to hand. Alright, Brandon promotes, gains 2 memory off double AG. Evos into Lugar for 2. I guess he's saving those wisdoms for the next game. He mind links, swings at Yuko, triggers Lugar to trash 1, draw a card, and gain a memory. And triggers Dimimare, draw 1, trash 1 on deletion. Trashes a Numemon. Alright, he hard plays Loogamon for 3 and gains memory back from Loogamon Inheritable. Pops Wisdom, evos into Lugar for free. Plays another Luga for 3. He should gain a memory off of his Loogamon Inheritable. There we go. Alright, plays AG for 3 and plays Delicate Plan to choke him to 1. And end of turn plays AG. A little slow on that one, but whatever. Alright, so he swings a Zulong at face, survives. And plays Giramon for 3, triggers his effect, trashes a Numemon X, draws 2. Alright, Brandon hatches Baumon, gains some memory from triple AG. If I were Brandon, I would have tucked those other AGs. I would have mind linked both of them on the Loogamon and the Lugarmon. Just to protect myself from an Uko Louis game. Because if he has Ukomon Louis in his hand, he just kills him on his turn. Whereas that like kind of that mitigates any chance of your opponent randomly stealing the win. Alright, Evo's into Loogamon and raising. Alright, mind links under Lugar. Pops Wisdom, Evo's into Hell for 1. Evo's into Finn for 4. Triggers Finn's effects. Plays Black Gato, Lugar, and Tyranno. Gains 2 memory from his inheritables under the Finn, but he should gain another memory off of the Lugarmon's inheritable. Should trigger the Tyrannomon's effect here as well. There we go. Scourge top 4. Adds a Tyrannomon. And trashes Black Gato. Swing on him. Triggers Alliance. Deletes the Garamon to unsuspend. Alright, and 2 checks at 17k. Survives. Swings again, triggers Alliance, 2 checks at 16. Survives. Swing here, 6k, survives, and swing for game. So Loogamon does take it 2-0, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.